Hi everybody, it's Lisa at One Happy Place Creations. Hi! I'm back with another Mother Goose paper bag album that I've been working on. I don't remember which part this is. It's pretty long and drawn out, so let's get right to it. Okay, so again, paper bags, and I've been taking the flap, this flap, and pushing it down and doing the bone folder on it, and then I pick one side, which is usually when you're looking at the side that comes flat already, no flap on it. I've been doing the left, trying to do every one of them the same, and then I fold these over, and I'm looking for kind of a crisp point so that it lays down as well as it can. So that's the way I've been doing my paper bags. Now this first side, let's see, which one was I doing here? Woo! Bad girl, can't remember, because I'm doing pockets. So I'm actually going to flip it over and do this side first, because that's the way I've got my stuff set out. This is the page, that's the paper that's going to be my base paper, but I'm not going to put it down on my bag just yet because I've got quite a bit to do on it. So let's see, what I've got is, okay, so I cut these, I cut these, and basically what I did, if you can see that, is 4x6 picture will slide inside of here, and this is 6 wide by 10 long. So I blackened the inside of this just in case they can see it, looking at the photo and stuff. So I just took my marker and blackened in both sides there. So we're just going to start gluing this stuff down. I have plastic sheets that I'm going to put on these so that it just gives it a little more stability since it's so thin. So I'm going to get that down first. And I'm not going to work on my base page just yet. I don't want to glue it down or anything. So I'm just going to put some glue on here. And the only thing is I want to make sure that it is tight around all of the edges, because it's just going to give it that much more stability. Alright, so take this puppy, slide it right into the bottom, because I made it exactly, almost exactly. Alrighty. I'm making sure, you probably can't see it because of the plastic, but I'm making sure that I'm the same depth on these, and just gonna slide this glue around. I got a little bit of glue coming on the outside. I have a damp cloth. Let me take this out like this and get that wiped off of there so we won't have glue on that. And write that down. So there's that one in. Well, did get a little bit of smooch on it. Okay. There we go. There's that one. And then I'm going to do this one. Same way. And again, I marked around the edges here so that just in case they won't be able to see it. And make sure I've got this all on screen here for you. There we go. I'll get a little bit more up here. Okay. And we're going to put it, kind of slide it back. There we go. And I'm still getting some oozing. So I'm going to flip her over and de-ooze. De-ooze. There we go. All right. So that's done. Oop. Making a mess. Making a mess. Get that up off of there. Okay. All right. So there's my frame. And, well, I got it a little bit too far over here. There we go. I'm just going to make sure I've got good folds on this. Again, I left, when I cut this out, I just left, I marked a 1/2 inch on this side all the way around and cut it out and then rounded the, oh, I was going to round this corner. I was going to show you the rounding of the corner. Not that nobody could figure that out, so here we go. No, that wasn't very good. It would have been easier if I didn't have the plastic on it. Okay, that'll work. So, and I rounded the corners there, so it just looks a little neater. But now with the plastic in it, it's much more stable. So that was probably not what I'm not huge on this plastic, but it's acetate sheets is what it is. So this is going down on this. The first one's going to go down right to the corners. Excuse me, just like that. So, and you want to make sure that this is on the outside so that things slide in there pretty easily. If it's on the inside, it's going to hit on that. This way the track goes all the way down in there. So all the way down, yeah. I was double checking to make sure I had you. And so I'm going to work on getting this, all the edges really well here. Okay, and last, okay, I know I've been trying to do this without utilizing a lot of other of my supplies. I've been trying to do it where I was just utilizing the paper and letting the paper speak for itself, because it has so many cutouts and wonderful things on it. But I've kind of deviated from that a little bit. I'm going back to my old ways. So I have that. Okay, so there's that. There's the first one. And anyway, but you can see it'll slide down in there very nicely. That's a 4-inch high there, so it'll be a nice little place for people to slide their photos. And then I have these. Now this is cereal box, and I painted it black on the side I'm going to be using. And these are Shapeabilities Ribbon Tag Trio 2. And I used this one. So I held that out so I could show you what that was. I took a little multi-matte media and put it on the ends just to give it a little bit more reinforcement, even though I'm going to be gluing it onto this. Just because it's probably going to get some usage, and I just wanted to give it some support, but I didn't want to put on this side because I want this available for people to write on. And it's going to come right here above where the photo is going to be. And then the next one's going to be here. And we'll have the other one right here at the top. And of course they'll be lined up and stuff. But so that's the page build that we're doing. So let me go ahead and get this. And this was just, let's see what I have. Jenny Boland's from Ranger fountain pen, the acrylic paint daubers. I love those things. It's just, you don't have to get a brush out. It's just open it up and go. They're fabulous. I can't say enough about them because I hate to have to get up and go wash my brush. It just drives me absolutely bonkers. Looks like I have a tiny little spider running around my craft table here. Spiders don't scare me unless, of course, they're like bigger than my hand and hairy. So I'm okay with that, as long as he doesn't interrupt what I'm doing here. So I'm trying to bring this in on schedule here. I'm trying to get these things done and less talking. Less talking, more working. Oh, come on. I figured I was going to have problems with these little buggers getting it lined up. Oh, come all the way off. Okay, that looks better. All right, now let's see if I can get a little bit of glue hanging out over here. Okay, so there's that. And I noticed I got a little fleck of something. You know what these are. And when these start getting dirty, they don't work as well. And I just kind of clip off a little point, and a lot of times they'll get off just about anything that's on paper, but that one's not going to come off. Well, I don't know what I got on it. Okay, anyway, so I'm going to put this down. Now, I did this ribbon. It's actually 2 pieces of ribbon, this and this. And I did it with my glue gun, and I'll show you how in just a few minutes. I plugged my glue gun in right before we got started here, so it's not quite ready yet. I'm going to slide this down in here and then back up. And make sure I've got it centered on my paper. And this is where I use my ruler, because I am not good at centering things at all. Oh, I actually did very well right there. And I believe I had 1/4 of an inch from the top of that to make sure that I was going to have enough room for this one and this. Let me double check here. Nope. It's got to go down a little bit further. There we go. Now, it's going to be a bit of a chore to get the picture in, but this does actually pull up. I just figured it would also help having this to make sure the picture doesn't fall out. So I moved it a little bit. Okay, so there it's centered, and I'm going to flip it up and add a bit of glue. Let me just lay it down here. I want to center my ribbon. we go. So now I'm gluing my ribbon down. I don't use glue on my ribbon when you're going to see it, because it distorts the color. I've tried, even though this is glue that dries clear, it still distorts the color of the ribbon. So I just don't use it. I use my glue gun, and that's why I left one of them to do on film, so I can show you how I do it. There's probably a million ways to do it, and somebody may say, oh, I've got a glue that doesn't. So make a comment. And you know, I would love for more people to subscribe. I just, I'm having a lot of fun doing this, and I subscribe to a lot of people that, you know, if I see stuff that they're doing that I like. So I hope that you like what I'm doing, and where's my ruler? And just let me know by subscribing to me. I would really appreciate it. Like I said, I'm having a lot of fun doing this. I'm trying to figure out where I'm at here. Right there. Up above just a little bit. Let me push this down. Make sure my ribbon not quite centered. There we go. Let's get that pushed down there, because it was up for a little while and starts drying. Okay. And now for the back, when I've got ribbon that I'm doing like this, I just use handy dandy tape. And I'm just going to bend it over and tape it down. And it's a little fatter because of the hot glue, but if you just really work it, excuse me, I'm gonna have to take a sip of water. My allergies have been a little trying to bother me today, and I'm fighting back. Okay, so there's the first one, and it doesn't look like I centered it very well, does it? But I got three here and 4 here. So what happened? There's 9 and 3. There's that, which is, oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, so we're going to pick this up and we're going to move it. So there's 6, 7 and 5, half and half, and we're about right there. So I'm going to have to put down a little more glue. In fact, I think this is ready. I think I'm going to try and hot glue it. Okay, when you hot glue down something, you've got to make sure that you really put some pressure on it so that it spreads that glue out, and you're not getting a big bunch. So, okay, there we go. And this will lay down once I get it down on my bag. All right, next one, going down. It's got to keep moving here. We're at 19 minutes already. So I'm going to do this. And this one's a titch wide. Probably that's where that wouldn't fold just right. No, this isn't the one. So when it's a bit wide, I pull. Oh, that's gonna, I just give it a bit of a pull, and get another 1/8 of an inch, or not even, it's like a 1/16 of an inch. And that's gonna make that all be over. So let's see what we got now. Much better. Not fabulous, but much better. Not going to worry about that little bit there, but I am going to pull this up a little bit, and let's see. And that's going to be right at the top, and that'll be fine. So I am going to kind of just place that right there. That'll give me all the room I can get. Okay. So again, making sure that this flap is on the outside. I'm not going to put my glue on there. And actually, let me try and fold this one in a little bit more. I've got some room here. I'm just going to pull it in, put my fingers down, hold it, and that's going to take another 1/32 off of there anyway, and I think we'll be very happy with that. Okay, so fold this back on itself again. Reason I do this is because this piece, I don't want to glue this down to this. I want it free, open freely, so it doesn't hinder anything that I'm going to put in the pocket. Okay, bring this down around here. And this there. Okay. Now we're gonna butt this up, line it up just above, and line that up like that, and that's very nice right there. Make sure you got a good hold on there. Alright, so there's that. I'm going to glue this to this. Now this got cut off just a smidge, but I'm not really going to worry about it. I didn't notice until after I painted it. And you know, you don't have to really paint all the insides. I didn't want the edges to show. So I put way too much glue on here. Let's get this lined up as we get it going. That worked much better than the last one. Much better. Got a little bit of extra glue here. A little bit extra glue on here too. Okay, so there we go. Okay, well the ribbon's going to cover that up. So now let me show you the ribbon. Make sure I've got the right sides together. So with the glue gun, I'm going to just take the glue gun, and as I'm squeezing, it hasn't started coming out yet, as I'm squeezing, I'm spreading it. And I'm going to lay this down so I know I'm getting it in the middle. And then I'm going to flatten it out. There we go. Now I've got it good and started. It also sticks it to the surface. The glue kind of seeps through a little bit and just helps while you're trying to control this. So again, let me make sure I'm getting this in. I'm just taking the glue and kind of spreading it. I'm not getting like that. I'm not doing very much at one time, but I'm not getting like a huge dollop of it. I'm going to get where it's down in the center, and then I'm going to spread it so it's nice and flat. I'm using my fingernail, and you have to move pretty quick. Alright. And again, I'm just going to kind of do it's time consuming, and if I learn how to fast forward this, I might fast forward through this. But let me see if I can get through this here. Not much of this shows, but you're getting the idea of how to do it anyway. My girlfriend told me that who was it? Oh, Plaid makes a 5-piece set of tools to use with your glue gun. And one is a spatula that does this that I'm doing right now. It flattens the glue out so you get a nice, but you do it, you put your glue down and then you take the spatula and spread it and then you put whatever you want on it. Well, I'm not that quick. By the time I got the spatulas spread, you know, I would think my glue would be all drying. So I just do it this way. And besides, you know, how many more tools do I actually need in my studio here? Not a ton, I can assure you. So we're almost done here, getting close, but don't rush it. And I'm actually not going to do that little bit there. Okay, so now we're ready. Put that there. And put this here. Get it about centered. And then we're going to, again, 3 and 9. And there's 7.5. And there's 5.5. Get that centered there. Okay, so there's that. I want to get my ribbon centered. I'm going to flip this over. I'll have to measure it again because I always move it. Okay, I'm just going to touch that on there. So I've got a good start with my ribbon, and I don't have to worry about moving it again. Where's my ruler? Have this set up. Okay, so gonna run a bead of glue, run a bead of glue, oh, bead of glue, little bead here, and a little bead here. So this one's gonna be a little more. And we're gonna do 7.5 and 5.5 and down and push. I want that stuff to get all spread around and get a good hold. It's got a hold around that ribbon as well. And I think I was, yep, see, I'm just not fast enough. Just not fast enough. Oop, that was hot. Okay, I'm just gonna flip this puppy over. Oh. Where am I? Oh, goodness gracious, what a mess. But that'll all come off very easily. Yeah, we're going to take that off. We're going to take this off because I didn't do that very well either. Okay, I'm going to try that one more time. Wow, didn't know I was going to spend the whole time doing this. I think I'll go back to just my glue. How's that? Okay, see, I glued that down, and I did pull a little bit of my paper off. Did pull a little bit of my paper off, but I'll get this off. Not worried about it because it'll come off. I'll just get my little rubber thing and it comes right off. Okay, and then you just grab this and pull it off. I tell you, with hot glue gun, less is more. if you put too much on there, it just won't work. And if you don't get all this off, it just won't work. So I tried to rush it, and that's what I get. So, but maybe you learned something. I know I did. This is my new glue gun. I'm still trying to get used to it. I got to play around with the sticks too, because I think some of the glue sticks are better than others, so I have to kind of work with that as well. Alright, now I'm gonna and I'm just gonna get some good glue on here. I'm probably way too much, but I'm bent down and determined I'm gonna get this done. Okay, so now I know. I want just a little bit of that paper showing up top there. Okay, much better. Happier with that. And I got some more hot glue on there, but that'll come off. Let me take my rag and get that little bit of glue coming out of there, and I'm gonna, oh shoot, I hope that comes off. Nope, probably not. Okay, so how's y'all's day? This is the stuff I don't have a whole lot of patience for. That's why I use the Scotch Quick Dry, because you just glue and go. But some things do require a little bit more hang time. In fact, what I can do is move to something else and stick these on there. Okay. So while that dries, hopefully, I'm going to show you what else I've been working on to slide inside the pockets. I used this one. I made this cut. This is Spellbinder's Edgeabilities Mix and Match Classics. This is the classic scallop. And what it is it's 3 pieces, and they fit inside of each other. So if I didn't use this one, I could have used this one, and this would fit right inside. And so it gives you a different design inside the scallop. Or you can just use the scallop by itself. And I just tape them together when I'm using them, so that if I choose to do something again, that it's already set up. So these are really cool and gives you lots of versatility. But I wanted to hold that out and show you anyway. But once I got it done, this wasn't really super thrilled with it.